Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany. On this channel, we talk about deconstructing from toxic religion, and we also shine a light on problematic Christian influencers, especially if they are exploiting their children on the internet. So if any of that resonates with you, go ahead and like this video, share it with a friend, and always be sure to subscribe. If you want to receive videos 12 to 24 hours early, you can become a patron or a YouTube member, which is all in the description box below. Today we're going to talk a little more about Matt and Abby because they're once again under just a little bit of fire on social media, and it has to do with an interview that Abby did where she essentially told I think it was People's Magazine. That's what I think. I'm not 100% sure. But she essentially told the people who were interviewing her that she has deleted TikTok off her phone, and so she doesn't get on social media. So she just makes the content, sends it to the people. She has to edit it, and they put it on social media. So that was like a big hoopla that people were upset about because she doesn't use the app that she posts on, which I don't know, whatever. So that was a hoopla thing, and she was getting comments about that, and essentially a lot of people were saying like, well, why am I gonna watch you if you don't use this app anyway? And we know that like it's not you on the other side. So she doesn't have her personal TikTok, it's just still Matt and Abby. But they did a podcast the other day, which, do not worry, we are not watching the whole thing because I learned the hard way the first time and it was absolutely terrible. So praise the Lord that they put the little things in there so I can tell like what subjects they're talking about. And they talk about getting hate on the internet, and I thought it would be kind of interesting to talk about that because a lot of other commentary YouTubers have been watching this clip and reacting to it because they're talking about hate on the internet, and evidently some of it is a little not controversial but like just dumb maybe, and kind of proves as to why they should get off of the internet. Okay, so let's watch this little clip. Today's video is probably going to be a bit shorter, but you know, it is what it is. I just wanted to watch this little baby clip so we didn't have to go through this whole entire stupid, boring podcast. Okay, here we go.
People see the clips. That's what can get us. That's what can get us in trouble.
Yeah, the clips make me not even want to have a podcast anymore.
That's not good. Why do you say that?
I'm just so sick and tired of being misunderstood.
When you like go to take a bath and you go to watch a YouTube video and then you'll see.
You're taking the words out of my mouth. I said that on the way here.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just wondering how many times a girl can get in a bathtub at the end of the day, just ready to wind down, and then see my freaking face on somebody else's drama gossip channel with things that are just completely, just 1000% not true, or just like.
What are the things that aren't true? What are the things that aren't true? I don't think I've seen one, like, YouTuber talk about it, TikToker talk about it, that wasn't true. Like, things wouldn't be... Okay, so if it was just Abby, right? And it was just Abby doing her own thing on social media, I don't think they would have like faced as much controversy as they did. Okay, I lied. When they were on the cruise, she was the one who was putting like the parental hacks of allegedly keeping your kids in the room when you can go out and have a dinner with your spouse, whatever. Other than that, which was a huge controversy, obviously. I mean, it was like nationwide news. No, it was global news. That's what it was. Other than that, I think every other controversial thing, it was coming from Matt. So if she was just on her own, doing her own social media thing, that would be one thing. But I think she really, really needs to realize that, like, 90% of the controversial stuff is coming from her husband. like, that's a big deal. Like, that's a huge red flag.
That is where I'm kind of like, okay, I'm ready to be done, because this is just so freaking annoying. More than anything, it's just annoying to just constantly feel like people are skeptical of you, are like wanting to make you a villain, wanting to twist your words, wanting to misunderstand you, wanting to assume the worst in you, wanting to think that you're someone that you're completely not. Like, there comes a point where, like, we never address it because we kind of have that mentality of like,
yeah,
the lion does not. It sounds so narcissistic.
Don't say that. Don't say it. Cut that out.
We gotta have this mindset where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to feed into that narrative, but then here I am talking about it right now because I'm just so freaking sick of it.
Oh yeah, that's frustrating.
Oh yeah, that's frustrating. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Matt's mentality is any publicity is good publicity. And that's why 98% of the controversial stuff is coming from Matt. But he doesn't care what everybody, well, he says that he does, like, that, you know, part of the anxiety, whatever, but I think he's just trying to hear Abby out, but he's not, like, okay, here's the thing. When you choose to be on social media, you are essentially signing the terms of agreement saying, like, you understand that when you start putting yourself publicly online, you are, you know, you could be criticized. And, I mean, does it suck sometimes? Sure. Will it maybe hurt your feelings? Okay. But when you choose to be on social media, that is something that you have to, I mean, have a spine and like a whatever. You have to be okay with it. You don't have to necessarily be okay with the things that people are saying, but you cannot expect people to only agree with what you're saying, and you also cannot expect people to not make their own content about you. You know what I mean? Like, when you are on social media publicly, it's a terms of agreement thing, man. Like, obviously you're not actually signing anything, but it's a part of the game. Like, if you do not want to be criticized, if you are extremely, extremely sensitive, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying do not choose to do social media as an outlet or as a job. I mean, if you want to do social media, like, keep it private, you know, if you are that sensitive and you do not want to be criticized by people you do not know, and to be criticized about people saying the incorrect things. But here's the thing. Why don't they, the only thing that they have ever talked about was the cruise ship thing. They have never, I don't think they've ever talked about any other controversial, and not even like controversial, but just like really gross stuff that Matt has done, which was immature and just, ugh. Like, why are you putting this out on the internet? Which I guess we're glad that you're putting it on the internet because it gives us a, you know, a peek at, like, who you really are. But it's, man, it's a part of the game. It just, and it sucks because Abby has said before that if it wasn't for the money, then, like, she wouldn't do it, which obviously, like, they get a lot of money from not just views on TikTok and YouTube, but for sponsorships, for sure. That's where they get most of their money, I'd imagine, is for sponsorships. So if they stop doing that, then streams of income would be cut, and that's a lot. So, I mean, sorry, you chose this life.
Do you not feel that way?
I feel, I have a lot of feelings, but
if you're offended by something that we've posted, we work so diligently to just speak our mind, be authentic and genuine to ourselves, but only talk about ourselves, not talk about other people, and also be as...
That's what we're criticizing, Abby. We're criticizing you. Like, not your beliefs, not whatever you're saying about other people, but commentary channels are criticizing mostly your husband's personality and the traits and characteristics that he has. Of course, even if you're not going to talk about people or other things in the world, like, we're still criticizing you.
Really care about making people, like, making content that makes people happy and that is authentic and that is not offensive, and yet some people still want to take issue with it, and at that point that's where I feel defeated.
Well, I mean, I would.
Your husband has chosen to sleep and stay in the closet. Well, both figuratively and literally, in my opinion, but and he's putting air conditioning units, he's putting sound machines, he's putting whatever dehumidifiers in y'all's big closet without like everything but therapy, everything but the thing that's gonna actually help him in the long run he's trying to do. Which, like, control the controllable, sure, but the things that you can also control is going to therapy, which, as a population, we all think that Matt needs, right? So, I don't understand why, like, I can understand the complaining about, like, oh my god, I hate being the forefront of people's stuff. I get that, but, babe, that's your husband. Like, that's why, again, if you were, like, running this show by yourself, you would not have been receiving half of the flack for anything. Like, maybe here and there, obviously, I'm not talking about the cruise ship thing, but anything else on social media wouldn't have been a big deal. But with Matt, he's the one causing it. That's like, do you not understand that? Like, your husband is the problem.
In Walgreens the other day getting some medicine when I was sick again, because I feel like I just keep getting sick all the time, and I see all the tabloids, and one of the tabloids is like, are Haley and Justin splitting? It's like, Haley and Justin. Haley looks like she's not happy. Justin seems upset. And it's like, what is all this stupid BS? Nobody has a clue what's actually going on in their life. And people just want to, and it's all the tabloids that are trying to make money off of them, and they do a very good job of it, and that's just all this is too. So I look at it like that. I mean, we are not even close to whatever you want to call the fame that, like, Justin Bieber has. But when I see people comment on their marriage, on the Bieber's marriage, and, like, speculate all this stuff, I get it. It makes sense. There's a lot of money in that, and it's super nasty. It's disgusting what people say and how people speculate about their marriage. But people kind of just think, oh, well, they're celebrities.
Here's my opinion,
we can say whatever we want, you know?
We talk enough about our lives. Like, Haley and Justin are, like, trying to seek privacy.
Yeah.
So that's, like, their own. I think they are. I don't really keep up with them.
Yeah.
But, like, they are trying to. They're not speaking about that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, first of all, that makes it even worse in a way that they're talking about their marriage because they're not even choosing to speak about that topic. Mm-hmm. But then also, I'm like, we talk enough about our life. Like, you know, we pretty. I don't know. Why is that even interesting for other people?
I just think it comes down to money.
Ding, 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 ding. It's not. And that's where you get the criticism. From speaking about your life too much. And still, here's the thing too. I mean, we'll give credit where credit is due in just a little bit. They don't necessarily show their children on social media anymore, which is great, but they still create content around their kids. Which is still exploitation, in my opinion. So, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I mean, a little bit. But, like, we do talk about our lives. Yeah. Quit. Don't do that.
I think all these media outlets make so much money off of drama, and so they love it. They don't care about you, which is sad. You know, it's
I don't
sad.
care that they don't care about me.
There's a lot of people out there that just don't they're selfish and they just think about themselves, and it's like, how can I make money? How can I monetize someone else's drama and blow it up into something? And that's why you have the TMZs of the world, except now the TMZs of the world exist on social media. They're on TikTok, they're on YouTube. They're just a different face, a different name. It's someone that is making the same style of content, but as a creator.
Do you even know what they say?
I've watched them before.
Why?
Because I was curious and because I wanted to know. But I've watched it and it was very hurtful. It put me into like a very dark place. But I'm on the other side now, and I don't care what they have to say, because I know it's all BS just to make them money. It's all BS. They just care about dollar signs. That's it.
Then why don't, like, if it's so bothersome, especially to Abby, if it's so bothersome, why don't y'all sit down one day and say, hey, these are all the accusations that we saw on TMZ, or we continue to see from YouTubers. We're going to go ahead and clear the air, because here's the thing. Like, y'all are getting mad over your audience or people on social media speculating about your life. You chose that life, man. Like, you're not seeking privacy. You are not saying like, well, I'm not going to talk about this because, you know, this is deeper in my life and super, super private, and we keep this stuff off of social media. Y'all aren't doing that. You chose this social media life, okay? As I am choosing to do commentary on social media, but I am not vlogging my life, and there are reasons as to why I do not do that, right? But if I chose to vlog my life and put my private stuff out there, people are going to speculate. People are going to have questions as to why this happened, why that, you know, and have questions, speculate over things that don't make sense, have accusation. You know, that's just human nature. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want that to happen, don't be on social media. Like, and or now that if you're thinking about all that now, just take your stuff off and limit the information that you put on social media, and also have a conversation with your husband about the stuff that he puts on there, because he is the one that causes most of the controversial things, most of the, you know, accusations or speculations of like, is he a good husband? Like, we don't think so. Like, does he help? Like, does he actually love his wife? You know, like the things that he does sends people to ask those questions. It's your husband.
They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about anybody that they're talking about, and they try to act like they're the moral superior person to be talking about.
Yeah, but you know nothing about them personally.
I just know that they're.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know anything about them personally. There's nothing that anyone else could do. No other drama channel could look at the person who started their drama channel and be like, oh, here's the drama on this drama person.
That's actually not true.
Really?
So what's interesting, there was a girl that made a video about me where she just, you know, trash talked me for
oh my gosh,
however
don't
long.
watch that shit.
No, but what's crazy about her is I went to her page, and it's kind of sad, because you could see how she had tried to be like a lifestyle vlogger. She had all these videos.
Oh, that's the story of all those drama people.
All these videos of her trying to make videos about her life. No one cared. They all had like 1,000 views.
I would never watch a video 1,000% about us, and I would 1,000% never watch a video that's made about anybody else, because I just do not support bullying. I do not support that, and I just want you guys to know that if you
God, bullying, Abby, bullying. You think this is bullying? Now, are some people on social media pretty harsh and it's like, too much? Sure. But not all drama I would beg to say most drama channels are not bullying. come on, dude. Just because your feelings might get hurt doesn't automatically mean that that person is bullying you. That is that would be like me saying that video that Paul and Paul's dad Joe did on me was bullying and like harassment. That is so dumb. They're not bull. Just because your feelings are hurt doesn't mean you're bull. That is, oh my god.
Those videos, you're also supporting the cause. So, and also if you're the person that feels the need to make those videos, I don't know, maybe like do a deep dive of yourself.
Yeah.
Like just do a little deep dive.
Something I'm trying to do, like whenever I see negative comments, I've been having fun in the comment sections now. Whenever like
what deep dive are we having of ourselves? The people who are doing the videos about you. What do I need to deep dive on myself? And ask myself what I'm doing. Why am I doing a video on Abby and Matt Howard? Why? Because my life sucks and I'm a bully? I'm a big bully.
People magazine article like a month ago that was posted about me, and there was a ton of negative comments on it, and I was just trolling all the people in the comments just because like I think I've started to care less, which has been really freeing. Like I care less about my persona online because I know who I am and I know who I have like good community now, and life has gotten so much better. And so I was just having fun in the comment section, trolling the people back. But what I've also been doing too is like not playing into it and be like, yeah, we need to cancel Matt, because I've done that. I've commented back like, oh yeah, he's horrible, we should cancel him.
Why would you say that?
Just screwing around with these negative people online. But I almost like even more like saying something actually kind to them, like, but like out of a genuine place, like actually commenting.
I have nothing genuinely kind to say to those people.
I know, and I know what they say is so dark, but how I like to look at it is like if you're leaving a comment that dark and that twisted on a human being's page online, you probably have a lot of dark stuff going on in your life. And so
okay, that's what a lot of these people say. Just kind of like Abby kind of just said, like, do a deep dive on yourself. A lot of these content creators, influencers who do controversial, just weird shit, they come back and say the people who do commentary on us or make content about our lives, they're the sad ones. They're the ones that have miserable lives and they hate themselves. No, ma'am. No. At the end of the day, I'm so thankful that my husband is not like Matt Howard or like Paul or freaking Jordan, Brittany's husband, you know, all of that, like, praise the Lord, because good God. But or like Dave, Bethany, freaking Girl Define, Bethany's husband, whatever. So that's not always true. Now, if the person is actually bullying and saying, you know, go off yourself and the world will be better without, you know, like that kind of stuff, I don't know why he would like comment to, like, why would you even, whatever, don't put that in your brain. But if it's that stuff, then of course that is not nice. Bullying, that there's no, I would never condone somebody actually saying terrible things to influence. Just don't associate with them at all. But there is such a distinct difference between bullying and doing commentary, right? And doing commentary does not mean your life is just awful and you need to seek therapy. You know, it's not. No. Our lives, the people who do commentary, we're fine. Thank you. Y'all are just giving us pretty great content to commentate to, because y'all's lives are just easy to criticize, dude. Like, for real, they are. And again, it's coming from your husband, Abby. Ding, ding, ding. It's Matt's fault.
Also doing some kind comments too, where I was just genuinely saying, hey, I hope your day gets better. Like, hey, I
I hope you cheer up.
I hope things look up for you, but not in a way that's like, I'm better than you and all this. Like, I was genuinely saying these comments in a way that I want them to, their life to get better. And so maybe that's my ask for you guys. Like, if you ever see a negative post or a negative comment, maybe just try commenting something positive, because I think there's just so much darkness out there, and that's what this has opened my eyes to. Like, hurt people. That is true. The people that hurt people in our world have probably been hurt deep.
Or maybe the people who are getting hurt are just extremely sensitive and shouldn't be on the internet. Hurt people. Sure. They hurt people. Those people hurt people intentionally, right? There is a difference between feeling like my feelings are hurt because you said this thing on the internet and it hurt my feelings. There's a difference between that and somebody extremely hurt inside themselves, and again, saying shit like, you're ugly, nobody loves you, go off yourself. That is so different. But these people put all of that hate, and all the haters into this one big bucket, and it's all the same. And it's freaking not, dude. And that's the same thing Paul and Morgan do. They're like, don't listen to the haters. And it's like, okay, like, we're not, I mean, I guess you can consider myself a hater, but not the type of hater that's gonna post stupid shit on your social media. I'll just talk about it on here.
By someone else, and myself included. Like, when I was feeling the weight and the pressure of all this, hate towards me at one point, I almost, it broke me. Like, it was hard. But I feel like if we can just be positive towards negative voices in our world, it's going to help. Like,
I wonder if he ever takes a step back and does a deep dive on himself and asks why people criticize the things that I do so much. Why do people say that I am being a bad husband so much? Why are people saying that I do not treat Abby well so much? Why do they say that? Because if people are saying that over and over and over, like, it might be me time to do a deep dive on yourself, Matt. Do a deep dive just like your wife said.
Leaving a positive comment next time you see a negative comment on anybody's social media post online.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that because I feel like I've done the ignoring game for so long, and like, it works to an extent. But then there's people in my literal real life that are like, oh, like, I saw this, and like, obviously it's not true, but like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, the fact that real people are seeing these things and looking at it, and then they actually don't know me, just like, here's my message to you. Get it from the source. And I don't know, don't support internet bullying. It's just...
Okay, get it from the source. Ma'am, you're the source. Talk about it. I'll be open ears for sure. 100% open ears. Every controversial, just kind of icky thing that people have seen and myself and, like, commentate to, talk about it. Make that path straight, I guess. Everything that people have said, I don't want to say everything because that's a lot, but the main things, like, I want to encourage you. I invite you to do this. Every big, like, the most of the controversial whatever subjects that people talk about, list them out and make a video of it. I would imagine that there would be, I would do a video on it for sure. I would do a video on it. There are so many commentary channels who would do videos on it, because if you leave something open-ended, people naturally, human nature, are going to speculate as to what happened, why it happened, and like the intention behind it. Like, if you leave stuff open-ended, that is what is going to happen. So maybe take the main things that people have talked about over the years and do a video on it and say, no, people thought this, but here's what actually happened. 100%. Let's go to the source. You're the source. So talk about it.
The same thing as bullying, just online. Doesn't really make it okay.
Okay. That's such a mean girl look in your face. And guess what? It's not bullying. It's not bullying. When commentary channels talk about you, it's not bullying.
And we got to really work on that.
Yeah.
And also, it does not an ounce change how I view myself, how I view our marriage, how I view our family.
Yeah.
I know who I am. I know who we are. I know what we've got going here. And I know that it's healthy and good and stable. And anyone that has any opinion other than that has never met us. I guarantee that. Like, we have an awesome circle of people that holds us accountable and loves us so well. And I deeply, deeply trust them.
Yeah.
And
I hate Matt's shirt. It ages him by like 20 years.
And, that's why people don't last doing this. And that's why I'm not going to last. That's why I'm going to disappear one day.
Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And I want you to be able to take a bath in peace.
I know. Well, I stopped.
See? At least she knows, like, I'm not going to do this forever. Absolutely. Nor should you have to. So hopefully they are planning on stopping this, I don't know, just for the sanity of Abby. It would make sense. 100%. Like, I wouldn't give her any shit for stopping social media. She doesn't even look at TikTok, or even, I don't even think she looks at Instagram, but TikTok for sure. But like, she even said that she deleted the TikTok app in like 2023. So even before the whole cruise ship controversy happened, she wasn't even on TikTok. Okay, here's the thing about Matt. I don't think, okay, so a lot of people think that he does rage baiting. I do not think so. I truly do not think so. I think he is so naive and immature, and I'm partially ignorant to other people's thought processes. So when he puts something on the internet, he thinks that it's all going to be accepted because his intention might be pure or good or whatever. But there are people out there, such as myself, that might look at something and be like, that doesn't look good, sir. Like, your intention might have been completely fine, but what this alludes to is not good. And that's how people are going to take it. But I don't think he looks at things. I think he looks at something through one perspective instead of how everybody else is gonna view it. You know what I mean? And that's why it becomes this whole big controversy. But I don't think he, and I don't want to say smart enough, but I don't think he is like keen enough, or he's just he's just too naive to do rage bait, I think.
I stopped
getting on YouTube.
Okay, deleted TikTok a long time ago.
Yeah.
Have extreme limits on Instagram.
Yeah.
Now YouTube I'm gonna have to get rid of too.
Yeah.
God damn.
At least we got. Hey, we got. Oh my God.
I liked YouTube. I liked YouTube ever since I was like freaking 12 years old. Now that one's gone too.
You can just, anytime you see a drama channel promoted to you,
I always say not interested.
just say not interested.
I always do that. And then I think my YouTube knows that that's getting a rise
you?
out of me.
Oh, but which are you watching from the Matt and Abby channel? Where do you watch from?
Yeah, from the Matt
Maybe
and
you need to change, like make a
Because
different
there's no
account.
ads on that one.
Make a different account under our main account.
Or here's the worst thing.
What?
I'm pulling up Miss Rachel for my kids.
Okay.
And guess what? It's like Matt and Abby. I'm not even going to give the title of one of these.
Yeah.
Because I don't even want to freaking promote these. But I'm like, wow, I'm just freaking trying to show Miss Rachel my kids. And then there's my freaking face.
Yeah.
On a drama channel.
Ma'am. That is one of the biggest reasons why we talk about like a subject of child exploitation, is that one day your children, they're going to see the content that y'all upload. And this is 100% proving that, like, that topic is that. And then who else did it? I haven't talked about her. Oh, there's another one. There's another influencer. They had a family channel. She slept with her best friend's husband. And then now they're married. But she said the same thing, and she was talking about Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast. Like, my child, which he was like 7, is looking at YouTube, which please keep your children off YouTube, even like the censored kid ones. But she was like, my kid was watching YouTube and a video from the Dad Challenge podcast came up and was talking bad about me, and this is why there shouldn't be drama channels. And it's like, no, man, that's why you should not be on social media. This is why you need to take your kids off of social media and also stop talking about the sexual subjects that you're talking about, because your kids are going to see it. Same thing here. It is proving that point blank. This is why you need to really be mindful of the stuff that you put out on the internet, because your children are going to see it.
Have you ever thought about the fact, like, what if our kids watch one
Maybe
of these?
what we're realizing is we just need to start a drama channel, because they're making millions off of us, babe. Maybe we need to start.
Okay, I think drama channel and commentary channel are completely different, because, what I'd do if I was making millions.
Like, Justin and Hailey Bieber.
No, we need to put our own faces
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
maybe it's us. Maybe we're roasting ourselves. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe this whole podcast.
No, because here's the thing that you should know about me. I got self-respect.
But maybe we need to create drama about ourselves, make a drama channel. Give the money to charity. Make a drama channel and take all the money take the millions we make from the drama channel and give it to charity.
I don't want that dirty money.
It's dirty money. All these people running these drama channels are dirty.
Wait, we never talked about this. I noticed you're drinking Olipop right now.
I am.
Did you?
Okay, I think that is the end of that little segment. So y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. It's so dumb. If you do not want to be criticized, do not to be on social media. Okay, I appreciate y'all so very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.